Welcome to the emotional journey in today's video. According to annual statistics, the number of water accidents is constantly increasing, especially on dangerous rivers. Life on the river is not only about making a living but also about stories full of determination, where people have to trade many things to survive. Let's feel the harshness of life here, where every trip is a battle with nature. And don't forget, if you find this content useful, please give a like and subscribe to the channel to support us to continue sharing these humane stories. In a dramatic moment, the mangrove gate was lowered, signaling danger. But even as they realized this, the farmer couple remained stubborn, determined to cross the rushing water at full speed, in order to make their important shipment. On the shore, many people shouted at them to stop, but all warnings fell on deaf ears. In a moment of extreme tension, the boat rushed forward like a storm, narrowly missing the bridge. And then, in the climax of suspense, the end came. Thankfully, no one was hurt. And now, we are witnessing a boat with beautiful patterns, but never mind that. Oh my God, how can they keep calm in such a situation? As someone who is always proud of his courage, ladies and gentlemen, I have to exclaim, impossible, absolutely impossible. The scene before our eyes is truly horrifying. A small boat, like a dot on the vast ocean, is facing fierce waves. The current is so strong that it seems to want to sweep everything away. Looking at this scene, one cannot help but think of the smallness and fragility of human beings before the boundless power of Mother Nature. Let's come together to Vietnam, a peaceful and beautiful land, to explore the vibrant life of the people on the river. Before our eyes is a boat loaded with coconuts that need to be sold today. Next to it, there are boats carrying agricultural products, carrying sand, and many other boats. According to statistics, every day there are thousands of such boats running through the busy rivers. From any perspective, I see this work as extremely dangerous. But this is their life. Some people have told me that they do not have to live like that. But ladies and gentlemen, I must emphasize that none of us have the right to choose an easy life. If everyone chooses the easy job, who will take on the arduous work? In those dangerous and rushing waters, each boat seems to be struggling to face the challenges of nature. It was a scene filled with tension and fear, but also a testament to human resilience and indomitability. Before your eyes is a sand-carrying ship, a job they often do, sucking sand from this place and selling it, serving the construction process. Look closely, the ship is almost half submerged, the bow of the ship is already pointing down to the water. The force of the heavy sand makes the ship seem like it is about to sink. Not only that, the ship is having to go against the current, creating a terrible pressure on it. We can clearly see, the ship is struggling, fighting the strong current to be able to overcome and save itself. This scene really makes people's hearts stop, feeling like with just a little carelessness, the whole thing will be swept away by the fierce water. This is a life and death challenge, where people have to face the harshness of nature, just hoping to stay alive and complete their work. Oh my God, no words can describe my feelings at that moment. He was like a true warrior, standing tall on the small boat amidst the rushing water and the waves that were as high as the hull. Just look at him, standing there, facing the brutality of nature. It was truly a sight to behold. This was not just an ordinary man, but an extraordinary human being, a symbol of courage and resilience in the face of all difficulties. At this moment, I could only say that he was the embodiment of unshakable strength and courage. The floodwaters in Rufford Ford reached a terrifying 5 feet, but if you were a farmer, would you stay home and wait? Oh no! Get your tractor out and get to work. Just look at it, with the heavy cargo piled up in the back, and the water level more than halfway up the side of the vehicle, the sight is truly breathtaking. But behold, the extraordinary power of the tractor is clearly demonstrated. It plows through the raging water, overcoming all difficulties, as if nothing can stop it. What an admirable symbol of strength and resilience, facing the harsh challenges of nature. A tourist boat passed by, creating high waves and strong currents that put the small boat carrying many people in a dangerous situation. Luckily, nothing bad happened. The launching ceremony of the 12,500-ton cargo ship ďUN Arctic at the Ferris-Smith shipyard in Leer, Germany created giant waves that destroyed everything it came across. Another ship launching ceremony created a huge wave. This time the spectators ran away in fear of the water hitting them. Occurred on July 25, 2018 Nias, North Sumatra, Indonesia. This boat with no passengers broke its anchor and was swept away by the current. After a tiring day of digging, the workers found a place to rest on a boat full of soil. But as soon as they fell asleep, suddenly a big wave came. The water flowed rapidly, making the boat shake violently. In that dangerous moment, they clearly felt each wave threatening their lives. Fear filled them, their hearts pounding. They rushed to hide, hoping to find safety, in a situation full of tension and panic. On an isolated rig in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, when the storm hit, the fear became more acute than ever. The wind howled through the steel frames, shaking the giant rig. The towering waves crashed into the rig, causing it to shake violently, as if wanting to swallow everything into the ocean. The sky and earth seemed to intertwine in the misty rain. Everything around became blurry and unfamiliar. The sound of metal groaned under the enormous pressure of the storm, and each strong gust of wind increased the fear. Each wave made everyone feel the fragility of life, as if standing on the brink of danger, not knowing when nature would decide to end this cruel game. The waves crashed violently against the hull, spraying seawater and mist onto the deck, creating a humid and heavy atmosphere. The wind howled like whips against the groaning ship, the creaking of the joints under great pressure. The ship was tossed about in the vast ocean, each jolt making one's heart sink. In that scene, I couldn't help but shudder as I imagined the distant years, when small, wooden ships faced the violence of the sea. It was truly a terrifying nightmare, where people were pushed to the edge of life and death, in a world where there was no room for weakness or fear. While on a cargo voyage, the ship suddenly encountered bad weather. Everything seemed ready, but no one could have predicted what was about to happen. The ship was tossed mercilessly by the huge waves and the violent sea. The hull shook, like a small leaf in the midst of nature's fury. However, the real danger did not come from the weather or the rough sea, but also from the unexpected, like a nightmare waiting to engulf everything. Fear spread, covering everything, when realizing that danger was near and there was no way out. Thank you for watching this video. Leave me a like and subscribe to the channel to receive more great videos.